Welcome to the PHAROS FIT Podcast, where we help you to explore your capacity to move better, push further, and achieve your limitless potential through fitness, nutrition, recovery, and lifestyle. Hey guys, welcome back to the PHAROS FIT Podcast. I'm here today with Brandon, my producer. Hey Brandon.
Hey Pete, how you doing?
Good, brother. We've both been out for a little bit, so we wanted to do a little quick recap podcast today, just to let you know everything that's been going on at PHAROS, at the Lodge, and everything that Brandon's been up to. Welcome back. It's great to be back with you. God, I really missed doing the podcast. It was a weird sensation of not being in communication with everybody.
Likewise, it's also a relay to let everybody know we're alive too.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the only way you can contact us. We're good.
Well, it's weird because like the podcast, a lot of the podcasting came out of the fact that like I didn't see everybody as frequently as I used to. Like I'm not in the gym every day like I used to be in the gym every day. And with everything happening with the growth of the company and the lodge and stuff, it gets harder and harder to see people. So this was a way of me like communicating with everybody. So when I couldn't do it for a few weeks, it was kind of like, ooh, got kind of lonely out there. How about you, bud? What have you been up to? Where you been?
Back and forth to Florida, of all places, back to the homeland. Got recruited by a nice little, really cool startup.
Yeah, you said about that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a really cool thing. It's with project I'm passionate about because it has to do with the new laws that kids can get paid for their high school and college sports, their name, image, and likeness. Not paid to play yet, but they can make money off any and everything they want to do. Whether that's going to the pizza shop and saying, hey, pay me $100, so I'll make sure my followers or friends are coming in and let's get some kind of appearance going. So it's a really new wild, wild west, and just trying to make sure we can help them profit and incentivize them because they haven't been able to make money off stuff like that ever.
That's great.
So
yeah, well done.
What
an exciting thing to be a part of.
It's a race with the amount of money that's going into stuff like this. It's actually been good too to disconnect from personal stuff and drown yourself back in with a project like this. It's been fun. You don't normally work in a team environment, so this has been a personal growth. So
that's great.
Yeah.
We went to Florida.
What did you think of Florida?
It was hot, dude.
Was your first time?
No, I've been to Florida a couple of times years ago. First time I ever went was the classic. I went to Orlando, I think Disney World, when I was, my early 20s. And then I went to an island off the west coast of Florida, Anna Maria Island.
Near like Captiva, Naples, Fort Myers area? Yeah. Gorgeous
that
beaches.
Nice,
yeah.
This summer on the other coast, we went into Fort Lauderdale.
My hometown.
Yeah, your hometown. Up to a place called Sawgrass. My brother-in-law just opened a gym there, Fitness Systems Sawgrass. Shout out to that. It's an awesome gym. I love going to new gyms, checking them out, trying out different equipment. Like when you have a gym like ours, you're always thinking like, how could I improve this? What could I get? Like what do people want? So it's always great to go to other gyms and check out their equipment. And their gym in particular has so many good machines and so much great equipment. It was good to just hang out with that and try it all and think about what would work at PHAROS. It was great to hang out there. So that was kind of sort of inland a little bit, and then we went down the coast south from there and ended up in a place called Sebastian, which is another little seaside town where my wife's parents live, and just hang out there, which was nice. And then we did go back to Disney World. It was Wyatt's first time, obviously, at Disney World. He loved it.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Like, he's not even 2 yet, but he was, like, super aware of everything, like, wanted to go on all the rides, like, wasn't afraid of anything. It was amazing. It was great to see him, like, in that environment.
I remember taking my nephew at that age, and it's just like, yeah, they're in a kid in a candy store. Everything is there for them. Entertainment-wise, they already can recognize a character they watch on TV. And it's their dream come true.
He's in a big Mickey Mouse phase right now. It's so funny with him because, you kind of think either maybe kids have outgrown Mickey Mouse these days. Maybe there are new like characters that they're fascinated with. And of course there are new characters, but it's great to see him like still in love with Mickey Mouse, like just like we were when we were kids and stuff. And all those like classic, Disney characters that we grew up with are still like relevant today and stuff.
That's what Disney's done such a good job with.
Yeah.
They said, we're just going to own everything. So in case you don't like Mickey Mouse anymore, like we own that too.
Right. Yeah, they do it. They know how to like get a child's mind obsessed with something. Like Moana, for example. He loves Moana. He'll watch Moana 3 times a day. it's the songs, it's the colors, it's the visual like aesthetics of it. It just sucks him in, and he wants to see it again and again and again. He just never gets bored of it.
It's a good catchy writing on those like little musical numbers they do in those
Right.
things. So I think I even watched like with my sister, like, oh, let's watch one of the Disney movies we watched as kids. You know, you can still go back and watch Lion King.
Right.
There's a certain kind of, moral compass too. You can reflect on. This is actually some
Yeah,
good positive
some pretty good
messaging right here.
stuff,
But also you're like, okay, I'm singing the songs, maybe not as catchy or enjoyable as you're an adult now, but as a kid, you're just like, oh yeah, I remember all these tunes. You're just blasting them as you're a kid, singing them in the car.
Yeah, it's super fun.
Yeah.
It's great. So we got back from Florida, and obviously we're pushing on with the lodge. Wanted to keep you guys updated with everything that's going on at the lodge. We have another retreat coming up on the 15th to the 17th. We've done 2 retreats already so far. This will be the 3rd retreat, and it's going really well. People are really enjoying it. It really is a great mix of training, of connecting with people, of exploring the natural habitat that Idlewild has to offer. It's weird because it's so close to LA, but it feels so different up in the mountains. We absolutely love it up here. Wyatt loves it. It's a great place for kids. The habitat is just so appealing, so rewarding. It's just so easy to get around. It's a hard thing when you go from being here, which is like very open and very easy and very accessible, and you go back down to LA and suddenly you're stuck in traffic again, and everything takes an hour to get to, and it's kind of stressful. It makes it hard to leave for sure.
Well, it's almost like easier to be a human up here now than it is to be when you're down there. Like,
right.
There's this stuff on the sidewalk, and oh my God, this is happening over here. Cars, right. This. It's like, it's actually kind of easier to be a human being. It's a little safer.
It is easier, and it's even with the COVID thing and the mask thing, and people like looking at other people funny, and all the drama. It's just a real nice escape to be here and kind of away from it. Me and Emily go into the gym every week, and of course we love the gym with a passion. And every time I go there, I'm always thinking like, how can I make it better, and how can we make this a better experience for everybody? We just put some new machines in, a new hip bridge machine just went in, which people love, and got a few more things coming in. So we're always thinking of how we can improve that, and of course we're still obsessed with the PHAROS project. But LA does get, you need to get away from it from time to time. It gets a little oppressive. So it's nice to have this escape, and we hope that more and more people will come up here and enjoy what we have to offer here. I just finished the hot tub yesterday.
Nice.
So that's now up and running, which is great. It's a huge 8-person
right down there. I'm
right
looking
down
at it
there,
right
right beneath us. Scandinavian hot tub, so it's all wooden. The smell of it is just so nice. It's that like wooden rustic smell.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a nice thing. And then of course we have the ice baths that are a great contrast to go with it. So you can do like great recovery work between the ice baths and the hot tub. And then obviously the gym now I finished downstairs, which is awesome. Got some really good equipment in there. Great mix again of the kind of more machine type stuff with the cable work, and then the more functional stuff, the huge rig we have outside, the dumbbells, the kettlebells, sandbags, all that good stuff. So when people come and stay, they can really get a good mix of working out, hiking, recovery work, and that kind of stuff. So we have the retreat coming up on the 15th. We do have a couple of slots left. If anybody is interested, you can go to www.jointhepack.fit/retreat and you can book that. And we're also going to be opening, after the retreat, we'll be opening up to kind of like an Airbnb, but we call it Bed and Barbell. So you can come, you can stay, you can train, you can hang out, you can book it for a weekend, you can book it for a week.
I'll be interested in the B&B.
Yeah.
That far, yeah.
Yeah. Whatever you want to do. Like I said, it's just a great place to hang out, whether it be because you just want to get away from the city and have an escape, or whether you just want a focused training week without any distractions. It's easy to do that here. Like I said, you can walk everywhere or cycle everywhere if you want to. You have access to the gym. You have great accommodation. You have great food, great coffee shops nearby, great shops, super nice walks. It's just a great place to be. So yeah, that will be open up shortly after. The lodge is on the same property as our house. So we will be here. We'll also be available for any private training that you guys want to do. If you want to book me or Emily for any private sessions, that will also be available. And we're really looking forward to getting that started and working with people up here. Private, semi-private, that kind of thing. It's obviously a much smaller thing than the Pharos Eco Park, but it's again a really nice environment to train in, and we're looking forward to working with people up here, both from the city and with local folk in Idlewild, and just helping people get as strong and healthy as possible, especially going into the winter. We've talked about this a bunch on the podcast, but I hope people realize that it's not just about getting a vaccine and everything being all right. Like the key to dealing with this kind of stuff in the future is to have a healthy metabolism, taking care of yourselves, taking care of our bodies, building up a healthy immune system, having a good body composition, getting that body fat down a bit. I don't know why they're not talking about this as much as they should, but obesity and having too much body fat has been shown to be a big indicator of
Absolutely.
How sick you'll get if you do get COVID. So it's super important that we take care of ourselves. So we're really looking forward to helping as many people as we can do that. Obviously we do that on a daily basis at Pharos Eco Park, and now we want to start doing it up here, reaching out and just touching as many people as we can and influencing as many people as we can in a positive way, and try and get ourselves out of this past couple of years, which have been a nightmare for everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love what you guys, the influence this has to, especially somebody, you've lived in this major city, London, LA, I have to be in the place where everything's happening. But once you finally step out, realize I can do my job here. I can be passionate about my career and be, know the city's still over there and I can get to it, with a drive.
You know what? Like for me, almost it's better to be here and have perspective. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I think it's more beneficial to step away and look at your business from the outside than like be in it all the time and try and figure out what's going on. Sometimes you get a much clearer view if you take a step back. You look at the business, you look at your employees, you look at growth, you look at what's going on in the rest of the country, going on with the other gyms and so forth. You sometimes get a much clearer vision of what you really want to do and how you really want to reach out to people in that way. Than if you're in the grind day in, day out.
You have to take a step back sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes when you're in it, it's really hard to get perspective, like I said, and really figure out, what is best for the company, what is best for the employees, what is best for the member, and so forth. Because me and Em and Kate, we genuinely care about, obviously we care about the business, but we care about everybody, who works for us, and we care about everybody that steps into Pharos Eco Park, and we want to do the best by everybody. So making decisions that benefits everybody and benefits the growth of the company are super important to us. And anybody that owns a gym will tell you it's a super hard business. It's extremely hard to actually survive. It's extremely hard to make money, especially in California. It's a hard thing for people to understand, I think, sometimes. Anybody that owns a small business will understand, but being a small business in California is very, very tough. We have a lot of friends who own small businesses, and we're all in the same boat because rent is high, taxes are high. There's always seems to be another tax around the corner. The city makes it very difficult for you to operate. So it's a tricky business to run. But it's important for us to run it in the right way for the right reasons, and to keep putting out a product that we're proud of, and it not turn into something that we don't want to be involved in. So I think we're doing okay. I think we're making the right steps. I think everyone at Pharos Eco Park is pretty happy right now. The gym's doing really well. You'll be glad to know. We're kind of getting out of the nightmare situation that COVID put us in. It's going to take some time. I'm not going to lie. It's going to take some time to get us back to where we were, to recoup the losses that we had, to get the membership back up to where it was. We're not too far off, but we're making good progress. But it will take a little bit of time. And I think, most small businesses will tell you it's going to take a couple of years to get back to an even keel, which again is tough, especially when you have a business plan. When you have a small business, you have a business plan, and the business plan relies on, you have X amount of time to make X amount of money and pay X amount of people back and to grow X amount, and all these conditions and all these things that revolve around owning a small business. So when you lose 2 years to something like COVID, it's a huge dent in your business plan. It's a huge dent in your progress. Both, from a logistical point of view and also from a mental point of view, it's a hard thing to kind of like come out of. But thanks to our great membership, thanks to everybody that supported us, not just in the gym but also online. We had a huge amount of help from people who do follow us online, whether it be joining us for online training or buying apparel. We had some donations, which is super generous, and yeah, it really was. Although it was a very, very tough couple of years, it's also been an incredible couple of years in terms of seeing how far people were willing to go to help us and support us and want to see us survive and to come out the other side. That was super rewarding for us, and we're very grateful and very proud of our members and our staff who stuck by us. So for all of the nightmares, there was a lot of positive that came out of it. So that's good. So we're kind of in a place now where, like I said, PHAROS Echo Park is doing well and getting back to where it should be. The lodge is on the cusp of like being fully open. Like I said, we've got 2 retreats under our belt, which went really well. Another one coming up on the 15th. And then we kind of go into the winter where it's going to be more the bed and barbell stuff. And then we'll launch all our retreats for next year. We're going to launch the whole year, so you can kind of book, when you want to come throughout the year. We're also doing more kind of like bespoke retreats, so you can build your own retreat. So let's say you and a few friends want to come and do your own retreat, and you want X amount of this and X amount of that for X amount of time. You can kind of build your own retreat in the way that you want it. Some of us like to go on retreats with people that we don't know, with strangers, because it's an opportunity to meet people. And some of us want to kind of come away with our friends or family or whoever it is and kind of do what we want to do and train that we want to train and see what we want to see. So we also want to give people the opportunity to do that, to build your own retreat and spend quality time with the people you want to spend it with. So there's going to be a lot of opportunity for fun and frolics in the mountains in 2022. So we're super excited to see what that will bring.
I'm excited to do some climbs on the rope in the snow come December
and
January.
Yeah.
I'll be here for one of those.
It's going to be like, remember Rocky IV when Rocky's training in the snow in Russia?
Ivan Drago.
It's going to be like, exactly. It's going to be like that here. It's funny, going into the winter in the mountains, me and Emily are completely unprepared because, we have to get a generator and I've got to like seal the cracks in the cement so the frost doesn't get in, and got to get a snowblower, and I've got to get a heater, like all these things that when you live in LA, you don't need to think about. Suddenly when you're in the mountains, it's like, oh shit, there's some serious fucking shit that we need to get done.
It's like the last guest John talked about. Yeah. Just like, hey, you're in the snow. It's like, it's the worst. Just getting in your car, getting it started, scraping ice, then getting the snow off.
Well, luckily we only really get a couple of weeks of snow up here, and it's not like, it's not like you're in Chicago. It's like a couple of weeks of nice snow. It's actually, I was here last Christmas. Well, we were all here last Christmas, and it snowed and it was beautiful. I did get stuck in the snow in my stupid 2-wheel drive truck. So that was a lesson learned. So I know I need a 4-wheel drive, which is another job we got to get done. But it's kind of like it adds a new fun kind of element to your life, because you're like, okay, now we have to kind of deal with seasons. Of course, I grew up with seasons, but when you're in LA, you don't really have them. And now we have seasons again. It's like, okay, you got to prepare and deal with the winter. So you feel like a little bit more, I don't know, a little bit more down to earth. Back to reality.
It's humbling.
It's humbling.
But like John was talking about, like or just anybody, that long progression, like, or building something yourself. Once it gets done, you've like actually put your sweat and tears into it. It's like, oh, this just feels better. Like I did this.
Right, from the ground up. Yeah, I mean, PHAROS Echo Park, from everybody that's been with us from the beginning, it was built from the ground up. Like that place was a shell when we took it. and every lick of paint and every piece of equipment that went in, everything that went up, that we did that all ourselves. We built it from the ground up, and the lodge is also like, obviously this house was here and the land was here and it was all beautiful, but everything that's here since then, we did ourselves. We tried to build it out as best we can, and in a way that we think will be appealing to people, in a way that we think will make us happy, in a way that we think will bring the best environment for Wyatt. Trying to be respectful of our neighbors, trying to be respectful of Idlewild, trying to bring in other businesses in Idlewild to this business. So where we get our coffee from, where we buy our jams from, where we get our supplies from, trying to
meat, Richard grass-fed.
Where we get our meat from, Richard's grass-fed meat, like trying to, pay back to the community, trying to put money into the things that we believe in, like Richard's grass-fed, trying to be, environmentally conscious, and just aware of as many causes as possible that we can be, and try and help as many people as we can be. So much opportunity here to do that, and I'm really excited. That's the great thing about being involved in a small community. It's almost easier to see areas where you can help. Helping out other small businesses, helping out schools, local schools, that kind of stuff. I'm super keen to do that.
Sometimes being too big is like threatening for you to get an entry point.
Too big can be overwhelming at times. It's like, well, how do I make an impact here? Like, it just feels too big. Whereas like here, it feels like we generally can make an impact in the community and have positive things, a positive effect on the community. Whether that be small businesses or whether it be like the general community at large. So we're super excited to be a part of that. So yeah, there's a ton of good stuff. Ton of good stuff happening up here, and I think 2022, and I hope as everybody comes out of the COVID thing in the last couple of years, I hope it's an era of positivity and prosperity. Everyone's worried obviously about the financial state of things and what's going to happen with the economy and all that kind of stuff. And it's easy to get bogged down with that stuff, and it's easy to get negative and think, oh my God, this is going to be a disaster. But we can't go into things in that mindset. We got to be positive. We got to focus on just making the best of things and being the best version of ourselves that we can be. Just chase as much greatness as we can, and wake up every day with a sense of purpose. I think that's the biggest challenge is to not let things grind you down, to wake up, state your purpose, and just to get on with it. To get on with it, and treat people with kindness. Be good to everyone around you. Be good on social media, for Christ's sake. Just make the best of every day, and just do what we can to, bring joy into our lives and affect the people around us positively. And that's what we're going to try and do here. So me and Emily will be back and forth between LA and Idlewild for the next year, helping Pharos Echo Park grow, putting as much energy in that as we can. Me, Emily, and Kate have got big plans for Pharos Echo Park in the next year, making improvements, both in terms of the site itself, the equipment, the classes, the way the company is run. Et cetera. Some exciting stuff there. And then obviously with the lodge, like I said, there's a lot that's going to happen in the next year up here. And then who knows after that, whether there'll be another Pharos summer on the planet. We've always got our eyes out, always trying to, like I said, grow and improve and bring in great people. We have great employees at the gym that we love and adore and have been so great for the club. So we are also looking to offer opportunity to those that want it, and offer growth to those people. I think, like I said, sometimes I think people forget that a gym only operates when you have great people in that business. We have great people, but I don't want our employees to ever think of it as just a job. Like, I want them to think of it as an opportunity. The longer this goes on, and the more my eyes get opened, and the more I think of, growth and expanse and that kind of thing, I can think of the more opportunities that are going to be for certain individuals in the company. And although we can't promise a bunch of stuff right now and have any great guarantees, I want our employees to know that I'm always thinking of them in terms of how can I help them grow, how can I help them improve, how can I offer better stability for them, how can I offer better financial opportunity for them, and how can I help them grow within our growth, how in helping us can I help them, kind of thing. So that's always at the forefront of my mind. We've always been a company that that wants to help our employees and offer other people the best life that we can do, because that for me is one of the most rewarding things about owning your own business. It's not just the opportunities you create for yourself, it's the opportunities you can create for others. And wherever you are in the business, whether it be a member of our cleaning staff, a member of our front desk, a coach, whatever it is, I want to offer those people opportunity, and I want to offer them security, and I want them to know and realize that we're always thinking of them, and that I know the next year is scary. I know, the financial state of the world is scary, but I want them to know that, we're going to do everything we can to keep them safe and keep them secure and keep them not only just in work, but offer them opportunity, offer them promise, and keep them having a strong sense of purpose in what they do. We always said Pharos Athletic Club wasn't just about us owning a gym. It was about owning a place that would give great coaches great opportunities and give people who are concerned with operations and front desk and sales and that kind of thing, give them great opportunities. So it really is a space where we feel we can offer a lot, not just in terms of a gym, but in terms of a business that offers great opportunities to a lot of people.
That's symbiosis. It works for us.
Exactly.
It works for you, and together we both push in that positive direction.
Exactly. And in coincidence with that, doing things in the right way and being the kind of company that we can be proud of, that treats people well, that treats people with kindness, and gives people opportunity, gives people second chances when necessary, because everybody makes mistakes, and give people the help that they need to improve and to grow. So that's how we'll move forward. Okay, guys, that's it for this podcast. Like I said, I just wanted to kind of update you on things, let you know where we're at, reintroduce me and Brandon, welcome you back to the Pharos Fit Podcast. We are back on track now. Stay tuned for more podcasts coming up. We got a lot coming up in the next few weeks, so hopefully you'll tune in and listen. And I got some great guests coming up and some great subject matters to discuss with you guys, so I think you'll enjoy it. So until then, take care. Of course, we are now fully open, Pharos Echo Park, 1316 Glendale Blvd. The lodge is now open in Idlewild. If you go to www.jointhepack.fit/retreats, you can see up and coming retreats. We will be open for Airbnb soon. Like I said, our bed and barbell facility will be open. The gym is now complete. The hot tub is now finished. Everything is good to go. So exciting times ahead. Until then, guys, take care. Me and Brandon will be back with you very soon. And thanks for tuning in. Take care.
Cheers, guys.